Alrighty, hey homegirls. So we are back today or this evening. We are doing our Gemini readings. We are going to be doing our full spread. On this read, we're going to be doing general messages, love, money, and pregnancy. We're going to start out with just a generalized message for my so our first cards are going to be the heart is the new boss. How did testicles get so hyped as a power center of the world? The heart, my friend, has always been more powerful than those two delicate dangly things. Now, these cards, y'all, you already know I really like these cards, and you shouldn't be on my live unless you're around 18. You shouldn't, because auntie be cuffing. She be cutting up sometimes. So, I really like this card, so let's continue to go into it. Check your heart and put your hands over this giant thumping muscle and ask it straight up. How would you be able to run your day if given a chance? How would our heart be able to lead us in certain areas? So this first card is talking about us being able to be guided by our emotions in certain areas, but then also trusting ourselves sometimes, okay? Now, the next card that we have is going to be your wounds. Your wound is probably not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. I like how these cards always come together in some type of way. So you'll never be free of the people who have harmed you until you take full responsibility of your own healing. No matter what family you were born into and what body you got stuck into or what weird shit has happened to you along the way, this is your life and no one else's. The parts of you that are struggling, you must be able to be tender to it. The areas where you're hurting, be able to be vulnerable. Take ownership of you, the whole beautiful, dented, pieced together self. If you blame someone for who you are, you give them ownership of you, and that sucks. It doesn't feel right, does it? Focus on what you can do right now to be your own badass healer. So this card, Gemini, is going to be talking about us being able to take ownership of the things that we've been through and then getting it through them. No one has the opportunities of having access to us in the ways that they can dictate our ways of loving people, trusting people, unless we give that to them. So sometimes we got to take our power back. And I feel like right now, Geminis, a lot of us need to take our power back. Now, the next one is going to be the secret to being a good human is learning to not to take your own shit out on others. Learning to shut the fuck up is a life-changing skill. There can be times and places to express your feelings, but that usually doesn't mean that we have to be going out automatically. This is usually after we take some deep breaths. And once you figured shit out, what's the difference between your shit, their shit, and just shit happening? Not every emotion deserves an action. Sometimes you just gotta feel things. Take note and let an opportunity of moving forward. If you're speaking and when agitated or afraid, you'll usually take your shit out on others. Harming someone else will never make you feel better. It just won't. So with this card, a lot of us have to take accountability in areas where we might be projecting sometimes, Geminis, especially if we feel like there are certain things that we are going through right now where we honestly feel like we don't really know how to move in this situation or how we're going to allow ourselves to have certain things that we are manifesting finally coming into fruition because we're so worried about, especially when we're, like the card said, in heightened emotions, projecting a little bit and taking it out on others. And then we also feel kind of shitty in those areas too. So take some time to acknowledge self and also take accountability. That's going to be a really big thing for my Geminis, okay? So now we are going to go into our spread for our Geminis. We're going to start out with our general pulls. Then we'll go into our money, our love, and then pregnancy. I know I said it in another order a little bit earlier, but like I said, auntie got ADHD. So just rock with me. But that's going to be the order. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our general messages. Alrighty, so let's go into our general messages for Gemini. What are the general messages coming out for Gemini? So I see abundance coming in. A lot of you guys who are not working right now have an opportunity of work coming in. And then also there's an opportunity of some doors opening up to some things that you were manifesting around finances and things like businesses are going to be picking up. Lots of good things for those who are having opportunities of promotions coming out. I do see them coming in, Gemini, so stay on your P's and Q's. If you are getting some forms of income and it's been moving slow, it is going to start picking up very soon. So do be mindful of that, Gemini, that you have an opportunity of really good blessings or just an opportunity of things picking up when it comes to finances. Alrighty, but yes, so I definitely do see a lot of good things coming in when it comes to y'all's money, Gemini. Make sure y'all stay on y'all P's and Q's. Things might have been looking a little bit slow for a while, but I do see the opportunity of progression coming in. Good money coming in. Yes. You do have the Four of Pentacles and then also the Nine of Cups, which lets me know that there's peace of mind, contentment. Really good news coming in for y'all to where we're feeling very optimistic because we might have had some energy where it was looking a little bit slow for a while. What else do we see coming out for our Geminis for our generalized message? Excuse me. Negative ways of thinking are holding you back in certain areas. Gemini, it does look like the ancestors are talking about the possibility of you going ahead and having some celebrations coming in, but we're still so focused on the things that have happened negatively that I feel like you might not be able to like see a blessing for what it is until it's like in your face. So there's some good things coming out in this month of July that I feel like a lot of you guys are like, man, it's not coming in. What I was praying for is not going to work out for me. And like I say, y'all, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, male or female. If you're new to my readings in general, that's how I do my lives and stuff like that, or just the readings that I do for y'all. But so this goes for male and female energy. A lot of y'all are going to have an opportunity of some doors opening up, air signs. And I don't think that you guys were manifesting this or just feeling like it was going to come in the way that it's about to come in, okay? What else do we see coming out for their generalized message? I do see a movement or relocation or the opportunities of a really nice car coming out for y'all. So that's nice. There are some things that I don't think that you anticipated them moving in ways that you wanted it to move, but they're finally starting to roll out for you. So I do see it being a situation where your ancestors are saying that there's an opportunity of some really good blessings coming out for you, Gemini. Now, if you're in a situation where your finances have been a little bit rocky for a while, Gemini, they are going to, like I said, they are going to be picking up very soon. So this is nice. The ancestors are saying that you need to be aware of the possibilities of somebody trying to have their hands in your pockets. Be a little bit silent when it comes to like these business endeavors that you're going on, your love life picking up. I just feel like there's somebody who's trying to either have access to your money or just your time and energy in general. So we all know, you know, time is money. So I do see it being a situation where the ancestors are saying that there's an opportunity of a lot of blessings coming in for you very soon. Now, what else do we see coming out for my Geminis before we move into y'all's money reads in general? Because a lot of money is coming out for y'all already, but we're going to go into that more in depth when it comes to like, y'all's finances, success, movements, relocations, just a lot of things that are going to be happening around stability. We'll go into that in just one moment. A completion of a chapter is happening in y'all's life, Geminis, and I feel like it's gonna be like, damn, bitch, I was excited. I'm a little happy. I'm a little excited. I don't want to get too excited though, but I feel like you should be. I feel like there's an opportunity of gratitude being something that is definitely needed at this time because a lot of my Gemini is going to have an opportunity of being like, oh my God, like the things that I prayed for are finally here. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I definitely do feel like there's going to be an opportunity of a lot of good things happening for y'all. And I don't think that y'all was anticipating some of these things like finally rolling around, but they are. A sense of renown, glories. But then also I feel like there's somebody who might be on their spiritual journey. You're finally going back into like connecting with God in whatever way it is that you're connecting. And I think that this is good for you because it does give you mental and emotional clarity. Alrighty, so now let's go into y'all's financial situations. It was a lot of things coming out for y'all when it comes to like y'all money already for y'all general message, just for like the pull that came in. So let's go into money, and then we'll go into our love and our pregnancy. Oh, also, Geminis, a lot of you guys are going to be having some good health news coming in. So if you've been having like some fluctuations, especially like I want to say that this might be my Aquarius and my Libra. If you guys have been having some fluctuations with y'all's health and stuff like that, like just a little bit of like worrisome energy around that, I do see some good news coming in. I would suggest making sure that we're focusing on stress relievers. Like we're finding ways to relieve our stress, and from there I think it would be really good for y'all because it helps y'all with like certain either like blood plasma levels when they're testing your blood for certain things, or if you have like nutrient level issues. I think this gives you an opportunity of like having a lot of good things coming in that I don't think that you anticipated. So this will give you an opportunity to feeling like a lot better, and it also pushes you to want to be on a health journey a lot more seriously. So that's good. Alrighty, let's go into y'all's finances. Go into abundance, success in general. What's going on for my Geminis when it comes to y'all's money? Okay, put this as it. And then I also want to be a little nosy. All right, let's get started. So, Gemini, I feel like a lot of you guys have some really good money coming in. I just feel like you need to sit on them pockets. Definitely need to sit on them pockets. And we're going to have a form of auntie's vocabulary here for a second. The term sitting on your pockets is saving your money, being more fiscally responsible, being more frugal in a way. Thank you. So we definitely need to be sitting on them pockets. We need to be in the energy of being more serious and how we're going to be moving with our money and stuff like that for at least like I would say like the next like maybe month and a half to 2 months. So up until like maybe around like September, we need to really like be aware of how we're going to move in, or at least like the ending of August going into September. Let me see like that. How we're moving with our money, because I see some good money coming in. We just have to save it. I do see it being a situation where there is going to be an opportunity of someone going into a position that they did not think was going to be something that would be good for them, but I feel like you're going to be adapting very well into the position. It might be something that it doesn't bring high stress levels, but it is something that takes you out of your comfort zone. It is something that I don't think that you even anticipated as being prosperous because of some ways that you might have like closed yourself off to the idea of you really taking this career serious. So I do feel like there are going to be opportunities of a lot of growth coming in for y'all. Some of y'all stepping into some careers that y'all have been manifesting by the ending of this year. Congratulations. But then I also see it being a situation where somebody is leaving one job and going into the next, and it's good money being made. So that's the good thing that I see here as well too, is like there's this energy of you going ahead and having an opportunity of being able to not only like make some good money, but you're doing something that you've been really, really wanting to do. So this is, I feel like you just might need a little push, and there is going to be somebody that does encourage you to go down this path. And I feel like, okay, cool. Like, I was a little bit worried. I don't know. You know, I was thinking a little bit too hard. Someone like, no, you should go for it. You should go for it, Gemini. This is for you. This is for you. And then from there, boom. Work, paid work, good money coming in, an ending of a cycle, especially for those who have an issue with spending. You, like I said, some of y'all make good money, but y'all spend your money. A lot of you guys are going to be more fiscally responsible. I do see being in a situation where the ancestors are talking about the possibility of some good, really, really good news coming out, Gemini, and I think that you might be a little bit like a little bit shell-shocked once this good money starts to really roll in, especially when it comes to this energy of you having like some doors opening up to, you know, ways of making money that you least anticipated. Now, I do see being in a situation where somebody has the opportunity of having a really nice car coming out, Gemini, and it looks like from there you have an opportunity of making some better money. So you might be in a situation where if we don't have a car right now, but we're working, we don't have an opportunity of taking on extra hours and stuff like that because it's not our car. You know, you're getting rides or whatever your ways of transportation is. I do see it being a situation, Gemini, that once we do get this really nice car coming out, I would say by the ending of July going into August, a lot of you guys are going to be feeling like, okay, like I have an opportunity to making some more money. Some of you guys are going to be having an opportunity of having a business that's going to be like something that can be on the road, or either that or very quickly you're sending like products and stuff out to like different states and stuff like that. So things are picking up very, very well. Congratulations in advance. It does look like there is this energy of somebody that needs to be kind of silent on the money that you're making, due to the fact that somebody's going to be trying to be digging in your pockets a little bit. And I feel like this is going to be a situation where you're going to feel like you feel bad when you're saying no. But I feel like watch the reactions that you get when you're not able to, when you literally cannot do at that point. Just kind of watch the reactions that you get. Because I see it being a situation, Gemini, where there is going to be this energy of someone kind of, there might be two people. One is going to be like, okay, I understand, you know, when I'm back on my feet, if, you know, you're still going through whatever you're going through, you know, I got you, I love you, thank you for even, like, you know, listening to the energy of me needing some help. And then there's energy of somebody being like, oh, well, damn, that's crazy as fuck. Like, every time you need some help, I'm here. Do you remember when this happened? And then you feel bad, bitch, and then you scraping up some shit to try to help somebody. Stop it. Right now. Stop it right now, Gemini. Now, the advice that I have for you for finances, we need to be breaking some unhealthy cycles. Getting out of, like I was talking a little bit earlier, excessive spending, emotional spending. Either when we're like really, really sad, we need to buy stuff to make us feel good, or bitch, when we're feeling really, really good, we're buying excessively. Like we're out and we're doing the most with our friends or whatever the case may be. Like it just looks like there's some type of way where you're just spending a little bit too much. In either ways, or we're like really emotional and we're spending, or, you know, we just feeling really good. Like, bitch, we not sad, but you like shit, like, you know. But then also, so you can get an understanding, like, oh, okay, I get it, because I don't spend when I'm sad, but you do go ahead and spend a little bit, like, you know, when you're a little happy, you get your ass on them apps and you buying more outfits, or you're getting new wigs, or you're doing these things, getting your nails, and you just had your nails done a week ago and you barely got a little bit of that little cuticle showing. You know, it's just certain things. We just got to be aware of how we're moving, Gemini, with our finances, especially when our emotions are heightened, whether good or bad, okay? Now, I also see it being a situation where there is this energy of somebody who has financial endeavors that they have abandoned. Your ancestors are saying that there's going to be a drive of some sort that picks back up so you can get back into these things, because they can be lucrative. They can make you money. Gemini, I feel like there's this energy of you guys you've repressed this energy. One moment you're really excited. This is a Gemini. One moment y'all is excited. The one moment y'all excited, y'all so thrilled, y'all want to go into it, and you're like, never mind. I don't even want to do it, but it can make you money. And I feel like if you go back into it and that boost of oxytocin comes back in, you're going to feel like you can do it again, and it's something that you're actually going to be thriving in. So just be aware of that. There is somebody that has put a goal or aspiration to the wayside. I feel like you should go towards those goals. Those things that make you feel happy, the things that make you pique your creativity and things like this. So just be aware of that, okay? Lots of good energy around a movement or relocation for somebody who has been in a space where you just feel like, ugh, I can't expand the way I want to here. I want to be somewhere else. I do see it being a situation where money has been a little bit tight, but you do have an opportunity of you being able to go ahead and have some good news around financial situations picking up for you by the ending of Cancer season, going into Leo season in July. Now, I do see it being a situation also, Gemini, where your ancestors are talking about the possibility of you guys going ahead and needing to be aware about how people are going to be moving with you when your money is looking good. Here come the people that were not around. Stop. This goes into that emotional spending too, bitch, because you could be like, you know what? I really care about you. Some of y'all are some tricks. You spending that money on the ones that you love. I love it down because I'm a Leo. I do the same thing, okay? But I want you to kind of like pace your energy. Like, you have some good money coming in, but save. Please be saving until around like maybe September. In September, you pay for the things that you want to pay for. Then spend your money the way you want to spend it, okay? Some of y'all have a move coming in. You have not been able to do this move because of the fact that you keep on spending. Come on now. What I just told you, you need to sit on them pockets. I just gave you some auntie vocabulary. If you didn't hear me, scroll back. Scroll back. And go ahead and look. Because, come on now. Sleeping on that pimpin'. All right, but in all reality, Gemini, I see a lot of good things coming out for y'all when it comes to how your money is going to be looking. It looks nice. I love this for y'all. Now, for those who have already had some good money coming in, I see a trip coming out. Or for those who have money picking up, I see some planning of a trip and you're going to be really excited about this. And then from this trip, it makes you want to go on to more trips. So I see somebody wanting to be adventurous and things like that. You're wanting to get out of your energy in some type of way. And I think that this very first trip is going to like have you get that little travel bug. And I see somebody going into being this like, you know, travel baddie or this travel, you know, man. And he just looked real good or she just looks real good, you know. So it's just things like that where I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of energy where my Geminis are going to have the opportunity of an area of progression coming in. The slow or the cold times of where your money was is not gonna, you're not gonna be there anymore. Come the ending of summer going into fall, a lot of us have already made some really big trips. Some of us have made some moves. We got new cars coming in, starting those businesses. I can't wait to come back and look at the comment section and see what y'all are doing. I expect y'all to come back and tell me, Gemini, because some of y'all got some big things that's gonna be good for y'all, and I feel like it's gonna be nice. So we're gonna go into our love messages. We are gonna start with our singles. And when I'm talking to my singles, I'm talking to my situationships because you are single too. You are pre-dating, babe. Pre-dating. Okay? This is when you get to know each other. Y'all courtship, boom, boom, boom. But you're still single. So we're going to be going ahead and going into you guys. And then we'll go into those that are in relationships. And we'll see what's going on and getting some advice on where my Gemini should be when it comes to love. Now for my singles, a lot of my Geminis have blockages because of our past love situations. There is this energy of you needing to remove a past situation or remove the energy of this person if you're not already dealing with like finally separating from them. Now, if you are still dealing with Mr. Macaroni Tony, and we talked about Mr. Macaroni Tony before. We talked about Mr. Macaroni Tony, okay? If you're dealing with Mr. Three Pair of Pants, and we talked about Mr. Three Pair of Pants, and they're from your past. These are people that have not changed. They still are inconsistent. They still have multiple love options. They're not giving you what you want. We need to cut ties with this because you're holding yourself back. Because there's somebody that's wanting to come in. Either they're here already or they're coming in very, very soon, Gemini. But I feel like there's this energy of the ancestors saying there's somebody that wants to court you. If this is a woman, if this is like a male air sign that's watching, a male Gemini, I see you being in a situation where the ancestors are saying that there's this energy of somebody coming in and they're being very serious with you. They're telling you what you're wanting to hear, but then there's energy behind it. So there is a woman that is trying to court or trying to put this energy of being like, I know how to treat a man. Like, you know, I know how to move in like a feminine energy. So for my masculine Geminis, I do see the same type of energy for y'all. For my feminine energy, there is someone wanting to come in and they're wanting to court you. They are a little bit older, sophisticated. I feel like they have a business or they have the energy of like someone who is very secure within themselves within the workplace. I see it being a situation where the ancestors are talking about good money coming in. They make good money, okay? It starts out with a friendship. Like I said, there's courting here. There's this energy of somebody wanting to get to know you and things like that. And this is my thing, Gemini. I feel like a lot of you guys are used to things picking up real fast. And, you know, being like, okay, we're going to start out, we boom, 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 wham, wham, wham. And it kind of, this is the thing. Those situations usually burn out for you. That's why you're in my single part right now. That all that speed dating shit. I mean, it's not, look, auntie getting a little old. Okay. Auntie better be 30 up. But, all this, the fast energy, Gemini, I don't think that you're needing that right now. For my singles, I feel like you are deserving of somebody that wants to take their time with you, get to know you. Someone rising energy. This is for Venus as well, this part. Someone who wants to get to know you and really want to take their time with learning you on the level of like, really liking the energy that you're giving. I think that there's a situation where the ancestors are talking about the possibility of you going ahead and having somebody that wants to like set boundaries and create a foundation between two guys. And I feel like Gemini, some of y'all gonna be like, oh, this nigga moving too slow. She in and out. I don't know what she want. One moment she said she would deal with me. One moment he said he want to deal with me. The next moment we moving slow. Like, I don't get it. You know, he must not like me. You just used to people just speed shitting and they know you on all fast and stuff. That's what you used to. Yes. You used to love bombing. But the love bombing didn't get you anywhere. It got you heartbroken and the edge is gone and that ass concaved. That dump truck was not dump trucking because you were stressed out, okay? If you're a man, that woman was stressing you out. You had to get that little black stuff that they put right here because your hairline was receding. The stress was just eating you up right here. Just eating you up. So I definitely do see you being in a situation where I don't think that you need that. I think that you need somebody who's going to take their time with you, get to know you, learn you, Gemini. Okay, and it's coming in very soon. Do you see strong possibilities of a lot of my single Geminis coming in for somebody who is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? See the possibilities of an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, more leaning on a Capricorn. I also see the possibilities of a fire sign here too, so this is nice. This fire sign, I get the energy of like a Sagittarius. The energy is cool. I think that y'all are just going to take y'all time. I feel like you're expecting this person to move kind of fast, but it doesn't move fast. And that's okay. Alrighty, let's go into final messages for my singles, and then we'll go into those that are in relationships and serious relationships. Someone is ready to take the next step between a relationship between two of you guys. I feel like you have to keep your business to yourself, though. There might be somebody that is speaking negatively over your love life or the development of a love situation between you and someone. I think that they might speak negatively because of like projection. We talked about that a little bit earlier, you know, but we were talking about, you know, possibly you projecting. But with this situation, I see it being this energy of the ancestors talking about the possibility of, you know, just a little bit of a little hearsay. And it does make you question the energy or the intentions of the person. And I don't think that you should do that. I think that having a conversation with this person, I feel like they're going to be very blunt. They are very, very honest. I feel like there's no reason for you to be trying to look between the lines. It's not gray. It's literally black or white with this person. So I think they're very forthcoming, Gemini. So it's not going to be hard for you to get the answers that you're needing. Unfortunately for somebody, it's not going to be the answers that you want to hear because you're ready to be in a relationship right now. They're not ready to be in a relationship right now. And you're not ready to be in a relationship right now, Gemini. Develop this relationship, and during this time you're going to be actually learning things about self and healing a lot. So I like that. Take your time, okay? Alrighty, for those who are not actively dealing with anybody right now, or if you are in a situationship that hasn't given you like a oomph, so you're kind of like separating from it, I do see you being in a situation by the ending of the month of August during Virgo season. There is a strong possibilities of love developing between you and a really fun, I want to say this is another air sign. Really, really fun energy around this person. They do give me this energy, Gemini, where y'all's inner childs are all a lot. So y'all have an opportunity of feeling like, okay, shit, like you make me feel really good. It does make you feel secure within a situation. But then also, it's this energy of you going ahead and having an opportunity of just kind of acknowledging areas that you've needed to heal within yourself, developing those healing tactics, applying them into your relationship and within self. And this develops into a relationship that has longevity. So I send lots of love to my Geminis. I definitely see a lot of you guys having some energy picking up for my singles. Those who are in a situationship and those that are not actively dealing with anybody right now. Love is picking up. A majority of y'all, like any of summer going into fall, that's when I see a lot of things where it's like stabilizing energy within like the development of a relationship. And also for someone who's in a situationship, around like maybe the first going into the second week of August, you guys are having conversations, sitting down, and they are ready for commitment. So you be aware of that. Now let's go into those who are actively in relationships. We're going to go into those who are actively in relationships at this time. The ancestors are saying that if you guys don't have babies right now, Gemini, there's a strong possibility of children coming out between two of you guys. So I do see a strong energy of like this energy of y'all having deep conversations about the next steps within y'all's relationship, starting to baby dance a lot more. And when it comes to baby dancing, let's go into Auntie's vocabulary. Baby dancing is a term that I use when it comes to intercourse. This is when we are trying to conceive a little one. Thank you. So I do see like baby dancing coming out and things like this. So it does look like there's an opportunity of really good energy around a relationship where you guys are talking about children. If there's already children involved, you guys are getting ready to have another baby very soon. So we're going to go into your pregnancy journey in just a little bit, but pregnancy comes out pretty quickly. There's so much energy, a great connection coming out for those who are actively in a relationship with an air sign. So I do see strong possibilities of you guys having this relationship where the connection just feels really right. I think that we're a little bit nervous or apprehensive about this, but this is something that develops into a beautiful relationship, and I'm very, very excited to kind of hear where this goes for y'all. Now, for those that are in relationships and y'all have been having some issues, I feel like a lot of y'all issues might be coming from finances. Your partner's money is a little bit funny. It is, and they don't want to be intimate. I'm just going to be honest right now, Gemini. They do not want to be intimate when their money is looking rocky. It just don't. The libido is off. This might be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or the possibility of a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It just don't give. When the money is low, they still want to be laid up and kissy, woothy, butty, wham. And you over there thinking, Gemini, that, oh, they don't want to be with me. They don't love me anymore. No, babe. No, that is not the case. That is not the case. It is a situation where they just don't. The money is just looking a little bit funny right now. But elevation is coming in. Good wealth is coming in. Finances are picking up. You'll start noticing as their money starts picking up, their hours are picking up at work and stuff like that. They're making more time for you. You guys are spending time together. Uchiwali time is coming in. And Uchiwali, let's go into Auntie's vocabulary. Now, Uchiwali time is like baby dancing without the baby. We're just having fun as grown folks. All right. Thank you. So, there's just areas of intimacy coming up. We're really excited about what's going to be coming in for us. Definitely do see it being a situation where a lot of my Geminis are going to have really good energy around their love lives. If you're dealing with a fair-skinned male, if he's of African-American descent, if he's of African descent, if he's of African diaspora descent, I'm probably not saying diaspora. I do see a strong possibility of a fair-skinned male or somebody who's lighter than dark. He is wanting to take it to the next steps of y'all's relationship. He's excited to go into things like talking about marriage. I think that he might be joking about it. Now, if he's not of the race categories that I've mentioned, then if he's, of another race, then he's not lighter. He's more of like an olive tone. He has a darker skin tone towards him. That's where I see it. Like, he's not, the thing that I see here is that he wouldn't, if he's not of African-American descent, he's not somebody who's really, really light. He's like, has an olive tone to him. He has a tint to his skin. And I feel like he is very in tune with his roots. So I think that he also has ancestors that are not from the Americas. So, it does look like he will kind of put you onto some things. So he gives me this energy of wanting to be very serious. He wants to go towards things like marriage. Fun times are coming in. I see concerts. I see things like, like festivals, dates, things like this coming out for you guys. This is nice. Your partner does want to go towards a union. The union card comes out, which gives me this energy of not only marriage. It might be a situation where you guys have some travels coming out by the ending of the year. And that's where I see things like engagement. So do be aware of that. If you're not actively married right now, if you are actively married, I see you guys having the opportunities of planning some trips coming out towards the ending of this year, and the trips are coming out. These are good times because it brings you guys back together, or it gives y'all this energy of like, okay, it kind of feels like how things were when we first started. Possibility of you guys going ahead and having a lot of doors opening up, and this is good. It does give y'all an opportunity of having like some fun times coming out with you and your partner. If y'all are married or getting close to marriage, there's just a lot of energy coming out. Lots of passion. We already talked about Uchi Wally time. That goes with the passion. Yes, it does. It does. But even outside of the bedroom, I definitely do see a lot of intimacy coming out for my Geminis. And I think this is nice. I definitely do see it being a situation where the ancestors saying that there's a lot of good things picking up for those that are in relationships. My advice for you guys, keep people out your business. Stop getting advice from Mr. Macaroni Tom Tom. Now, we're going to get some auntie's vocabulary on Mr. Macaroni Tom Tom. So Macaroni Tom Tom is a fine single man who uses that to his advantage. He has every woman thinking that they're about to be his woman. Thank you. So yeah, I feel like your partner or you could be getting some advice from a person that gives that kind of energy. And I do feel like we have to avoid taking those pieces of advice, because I feel like it could be a situation, Gemini, where it could kind of like mess some things up in our relationship, okay? Now, for my male Geminis or those who are of the LGBT community, there is a beautiful woman coming in. She is gorgeous. I am talking about, if you're already with this person, she's very mature. I think she might be a little bit skeptical, like, how'd I get so lucky, bitch? Oh, I do know, because you that bitch. You are that person, Gemini. That's why you got them. But this person is very serious. They want more communication with you. You have to be open. Gemini, I feel like you're very closed off, and I feel like that's going to be kind of messing y'all up. So be aware of that, okay? But really good things coming out for y'all. I think that there's going to be opportunities for, I would say, by the ending of the month of September going into October, a lot of you guys have opportunities of things like pregnancy already being established, preparing for things like gender reveals. A lot of you guys are preparing for things like engagements, parties as well too. So there's also the opportunities of you guys moving in with each other. I see a Halloween where you guys are living together. Somebody and their partner is going to be living together for the first time. So this is nice. Congratulations. The ancestors are also saying that there's an opportunity of some really good things coming out for those that are going to be, like for those who are like just starting out relationships and they're starting to pick up and you're enjoying it. You're a little bit skeptical, especially if you're dealing with a water sign. I think that this is going to be good. I do. I think that it's going to be a really good relationship. For those that are dealing with another air sign, I feel like there might be some small arguments or disagreements, but I feel like there's projection here. Projection is a really good, big word for y'all. We've been using that a lot, okay? Okay, we've been using that a lot in y'all's thing. But I do see it being a situation where the ancestors are saying there might be this energy of them automatically assuming that something is going to be moving in a certain way. So there's like this, the energy's like a little rocky. But I see blessings coming in. I see an opportunity of deep conversations coming out. I think that there might be having some areas where we could be projecting a little bit, Geminis, and automatically assuming that just a relationship's not going to work out for us. I see good love here, okay? So let's just be aware of how we're going to be moving, Gemini. Be open. Be in the energy of like having the opportunities of like really good love and accepting the fact that some of the things that we manifested are going to really come in for us. What's the advice in general for my Geminis? We're going to go into the what lies beneath cards. I like these cards because bitch gets a real nosy, okay? What's going on with my Geminis within self-love and any advice that they could be needing when it comes to their love life in general? Oh, you dealt with some type of betrayal, some deceit, some backstab. You dealt with a traitor, girl. You laid down with the enemy. You're straight up. That's crazy. But I see it being a situation where you're not in this energy no more. If you're single, let it go. If you're in a new relationship, let it go. If you're in a serious relationship and you're still hurt by somebody else betraying you, let it go. fast. Because I feel like there's a situation where a lot of my Geminis are just really too worried about something that's going on for y'all that I don't think that y'all should be too worried about. I don't. I think you need some time to quiet the mind. You need to heal from some old situations. I feel like you need to be open to ideas of new love coming in for y'all. Or for those that are in relationships now, but you're like, I want to trust you so bad, but I remember when Mr. Three Pair of Pants played with me and I just couldn't deal with it. This might have been a situation where it could be around things like pregnancy or a serious relationship around pregnancy. The ancestors are saying that there's this energy of a lot of y'all being very worried about, oh my God, what if I go through the same things that I went through in the past? You're unsure and negative thoughts have transpired. If you already have children, I don't see you being in another relationship where you're going to be a single parent again, okay? I see your blended family coming out for a lot of you guys. For those that are actively pregnant and you're worried about the longevity of your relationship, you guys are going to be fine, Gemini, okay? A lot of reminiscing, a lot of bittersweet moments. We have to release them. That is the advice that I have for y'all. Some of y'all are holding yourselves back, and I don't think that it's needed. The ancestors are saying it's time to shift your focus. Some of you guys are too worried about the negative things that have transpired around you. You tend to kind of like block it off in some type of way to where your ancestors are saying that you need to be aware of the fact that there could be areas where you are stagnating. The opportunity is something that could be really good for you because, like I said recently, you know, something might kind of feel too familiar. You're investigating too hard, bitch. You're looking too hard. Now, here's something I like to say. There's this energy of you guys looking for something so hard. You end up finding something, right? It ain't even really nothing. But you're looking so hard that it looks like something, and then you end up with nothing. And this goes based off of the energy, be like, oh yeah, I just know it. You start self-sabotaging, Gemini. You self-sabotage. Don't self-sabotage this one, okay? This is good. I like this for y'all. I do. Really, really, really so. For my singles, heal, release that so that way we don't stay in karmic cycles or karmic cycles. In a karmic cycle, auntie? A karmic cycle is when we relive a situation more than once because we have not truly learned a lesson previously. Thank you. So, we don't want to stay in karmic cycles, okay? We don't have to deal with Mr. Three Pair of Pants all over again, bitch, because we just didn't learn a lesson. Or Miss Connect Line wig, because we didn't see through it. We didn't see through the wig. And we was just so blinded by the fact that she could just switch that around. Okay? Stay focused, my brothers and my sisters. Stay focused. You got good love coming in. You're able to overcome some obstacles that you had in love. You're about to be facing a fresh start. Be optimistic. Say yes to new love energy, Gemini. I see so many blessings. For those who are in relationships, you're not in the same position anymore. And you know this, but you're just so scared. Just so afraid. But I see blessings coming in, okay? Alrighty, so we're going to go into our pregnancy messages for my Geminis, and then we're going to close these out. Alrighty, so we're going to go into our final reads. For our Geminis, we're going to go into our pregnancy reads. The way we're going to be doing this is we're going to be grouping our Geminis with different zodiac signs, the elements. We're going to go into Gemini with water, Gemini with fire, Gemini with earth, and then Gemini with air. Obviously, we put you guys paired as the best for last. So let's get into our messages for our Gemini with water. What's going on with the pregnancy readings for Gemini and water signs? If you're actively dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, I do see strong possibilities of a beautiful baby boy coming out by the ending of Cancer season. So this might be around your partner's birthday that you guys are baby dancing. I do see being in a situation where the ancestors are saying that there's an opportunity of really good news coming in when it comes to y'all's pregnancy journey. This might have been a TTC journey that took a lot of time. I do see it being a situation where the ancestors are saying that there's going to be a door opening up for many blessings coming in for y'all. For those that are actively dealing with a Scorpio, your partner might be wanting to wait, but I think that it's only just financial endeavors that are causing y'all to have some stagnation when it comes to y'all's pregnancy journey. By the ending of the month of September going into October during Libra season, I see a strong possibility of conception coming out for you guys. So congratulations in advance. Your ancestors are saying that there is a door opening up for those that are actively dealing with the water sign. I do see it being a situation where the ancestors are saying that if you guys are not actively trying anytime soon, the latest that I see for an opportunity of conception coming out for you guys is going to be around Pisces season in the month of February of 2026. Alrighty. Let's go into our messages for those that are actively dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Look at my nose ring. Let's go into our messages if you're dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini with an earth sign. I do see a strong possibility of twin pregnancies around you guys. I do see female pregnancies for you guys. So I do see a strong possibility of somebody either actively pregnant right now with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as their child's father or mother. So if you're a cross watcher, you're trying to see what's going on. I do see it being a situation where the ancestors are talking about the possibility of you going ahead and having some really good news coming in when it comes to your doors opening up for conception. Now, if you are actively dealing with a Virgo, I see you being in a situation where your ancestors are saying that there is this energy of somebody who already has a child. There's a baby boy coming out for you guys by the ending of the month of September. I see you being in a situation where you would have found out at the end of the month of September, but you would have gotten pregnant the month before. So this could be around like maybe Leo season, and you're not finding out until the ending of September because you might have implantation bleeding or plantation bleeding. This is when the sperm and egg meet and it travels down the fallopian tube, burrows into the uterus. During this time, there could be some bleeding that is trapped into the vaginal canal and is released during the time that we're supposed to have a period. So you might think that you have a menstrual cycle, but it isn't really a menstrual cycle. The ancestors are talking about the possibility of you going ahead and having some good news coming in for you when it comes to your pregnancy journey with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you are actively trying for a pregnancy right now, I do see a strong possibility that in the month, like at the end of the month of June, going into the month of July, we do have a strong possibility of conception. Congratulations. I see it being a situation where the ancestors are saying that we need to be mindful of how we're moving during this Cancer season. I see it being a situation where the ancestors are talking about the possibility of some good news coming out for you. I don't think that you are anticipating a pregnancy. I don't think that you're anticipating this with this earth sign. But I see it coming in. I see it being a situation where somebody will have things like hot flashes, shortness of breath, things like this are going to be coming in. But I see them coming in around like maybe right after you get your positive. That's when you're noticing, Gemini, for those that are dealing with an earth sign. Now, for my Geminis that are actively dealing with the Capricorn, your ancestors are saying that there's this energy of your partner buying time for a little while in the beginning of the year, saying that you guys were going to have a baby, and then kind of like put it off a little bit. But I do see them being serious, and I feel like there's an emotional conversation where they're feeling like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. I want us to have a baby. I'm excited. I love you. They are serious, and you guys are going to start trying in the month of July. I don't see pregnancy, though, until around Leo season in August. And then from there, I see an opportunity to a beautiful baby boy coming out. He looks a lot like you and dad, mixed perfectly together. But as he hits around like age 5, he's his daddy's twin, okay? Congratulations. For those that are not actively trying right now with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you aim to have a child with this person, I do see conception coming out by the ending of January during Aquarius season. For someone that's actively trying with an earth sign during that time, congratulations. I feel like you guys are making sure that y'all's money is in good standings before this baby comes in. Alrighty, let's go into my Geminis who are actively dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Geminis who are dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What's going on with y'all? The ancestors are talking about the possibility of some good news coming in. I don't think that you anticipated pregnancy coming in as fast as it is, but I think that during this previous Gemini season, there was a strong possibility of conception. I don't think that you would have found out, though, until around, like, recently, so congratulations. Somebody did get a faint positive, but it is a positive nonetheless. I think that you just might be a little bit too early into pregnancy. Your ancestors are saying that you're finally getting out of troubled waters. Blessings are coming in. Someone's TTC journey with a fire sign has been very difficult. I feel like there might have been issues in a past relationship too, where you feel like you just can't get pregnant and you just weren't supposed to have a baby with the last person that you was with. So it's the reason why you got with this fire sign, and it feels like it's about to be a lot easier for you to get pregnant because it's who you're supposed to have a baby with. You would have been up. You would have been all kinds of crazy and messed up if you would have had a baby with that man. Or if you would have got locked in with that girl, male air signs, and you had a baby with her. I mean, male Geminis, and you had a baby with her. Yeah, so just be aware of that. This fire sign is the person you're supposed to be having a child with. I see dreams about babies with a fire sign. This will be confirmed very soon. Intimacy is picking up too. Somebody's partner is leaving their friends in the club. Now, we're going to go ahead and give an auntie's vocabulary. This vocabulary is for those who are above the age of 18. Because there's a possibility of this being seen as something that could be explicit. So the term leaving his friends in the club is talking about ejaculation. And mind you, this is for educational purposes only, okay? Yeah. All right, thank you. All right, so I feel like there's this energy of somebody's partner leaving their friends in the club a lot more. So this is nice, exciting. You're like, boy, what you do? What did you do, my friend? Why did you leave your friends in the club? I mean, you can. It's nice, it's warm, it's cozy. So I do see you being in a situation where the ancestors are saying that there's this energy of, some fun times coming in. I don't think that you were anticipating pregnancy so fast, but it is coming in. Now, for those who are actively dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and you guys are not actively trying for pregnancy right now, I see a Christmas baby coming in, or pregnancy around Christmas, announcing pregnancy around Christmas. So Thanksgiving going into Christmas time, there's opportunities of conception coming out. Saskia, please. All right. So yeah, I definitely do see Venus energy. For those who are dealing with the fire sign, they definitely do want to have babies coming in. If you guys are not trying right now, y'all do have an opportunity towards the ending of this year. Like I'm saying, somebody's going to be announcing pregnancy around Christmas time. This is nice. Congratulations. Those that are not in like serious relationships right now with the fire sign, but it is budding into something. I don't see pregnancy coming out for you guys until around like maybe the ending of the year of 2026 going into 2027. That from now going into that time, this would be about you guys developing the relationship, this going into something more serious. There is somebody who's with an Aries. I do see pregnancy coming in y'all's future. If this is a relationship that will have longevity, it just takes some time, okay? Now let's get into our Geminis who are dealing with an air sign, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For my Geminis who are dealing with another air sign, what's going on with them? I do see it being a situation where the ancestors are talking about the possibility of a loss of a pregnancy leading into an opportunity of conception coming out for you guys. Towards the ending of Cancer season, a lot of you guys are going to be confirming that you are actively pregnant with the hospital. But I do see strong possibilities of somebody having an opportunity of conception now. I just feel like it might be an area of like a surprise of some sort. You'll have dreams about this positive coming in before you have it. But I feel like some of us are feeling a little bit skeptical or worried that this is not going to be a viable pregnancy. I see it being viable for those who are dealing with an air sign. Your ancestors are talking about the possibility of somebody having a positive that is very faint coming in. And you might be a little bit nervous, like, I don't know, this could possibly go either way. I see good energy coming out for you. Your ancestors are talking about the possibility of the Two of Cups coming out. So the joining of two people, bringing in good energy around y'all when at least the opportunity of conception. If you do have a child already, I do see strong possibilities of a male energy here. There's a possibilities of a twin pregnancy as well too. So there's strong possibilities of a male and female pregnancy. If it's a single pregnancy, I do see strong possibilities of babies being born back to back. First time mommies, or those who have had a C-section, I do see a strong possibility of a vaginal birth with a first degree tear. This is going to be an internal tear. This is going to be a tear that happens within the vagina or the vaginal canal. And this happens when the baby comes out very quickly, when our perineum has not been relaxed and stretched out enough, or when the baby's a little bit too big, we can have some tearing on the inside of the perineum or the inside of the vaginal canal. Your ancestors are talking about the possibilities of some good news coming out for you. Congratulations. I do see you being in a situation where the ancestors are saying that there's a big blessing coming out for those that are not actively trying for a baby right now, but you guys are preparing before the year ends. No later than the ending of Halloween season should you have already confirmed a pregnancy. And this is going to be during Libra season. The ending of Libra season going into Scorpio season should you have already confirmed a pregnancy. Congratulations. The ancestors are saying that tough times are finally ending for a lot of my Geminis who are dealing with an air sign. There's blessings coming out for you guys. I feel like somebody is finding they're in the midst of like a 2-week wait, or they're about to be finding out that they're pregnant. They're a little bit nervous or worrisome, but they are about to be getting some balance. What is the news around this? Period. I do see a strong possibility of the sun card coming out for you. So there's celebrations here, good energy coming out. I do see a strong possibility of male energy around y'all very strongly. This is around y'all very strongly. You have the Ace of Pentacles to me too as well. So divine wishes being granted, good money coming in right around this pregnancy too. So good things are happening for my Geminis who are dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you guys have had some arguments or disagreements recently, this does not deter y'all's pregnancy journey. It doesn't. It doesn't slow anything down. Y'all just into it right now, okay? For those that have a partner that is on the road, or you guys are at some type of distance, the month of September is when I see conception coming out for those that are dealing with an air sign, okay, Geminis? Big blessings coming out in general for those who are actively going to be trying. For all of my Geminis, we're just going into generalized message coming out for y'all's pregnancy journey. I do see conception coming out for y'all. Somebody has PCOS. You need to be seeing your doctor. You've been having symptoms and you're a little bit nervous or worrisome about getting a diagnosis. You need to be finding this out. So that way you can have opportunities of being able to get into a door opening up for conception, even with your diagnosis. And if you're needing some help, I've said it before, I'm a full spectrum doula. Please you can go ahead and go to the link in my bio to go to my other YouTube. That's where all of my conception videos are going to be. All of my doula stuff is all going to be on that page. So, but definitely would encourage for you guys to be looking into ways of, just moving around if we have diagnosis of PCOS, endometriosis, or fibrosis, or any type of fibroid type of issues. This does not mean that you are infertile, my love. It makes it a little bit harder. Trust me, I know. I was diagnosed with endometriosis at a very young age. I've had flare-ups since my very first menstrual cycle. So I understand, homegirl. And I got a 7-year-old now. He's about to be 7. So TT is Miss Make It Happy, okay? On my website, you'll be able to find all of my tips and all these things. You'll be able to get in contact with me if you're needing assistance with any conception services. As me being a full spectrum doula, I am certified to be able to handle that for y'all. But I see somebody who has had a difficult TTC journey. You might have a diagnosis that makes you feel like you're not able to have an opportunity of conception. This is not true. It's a little bit more difficult for you, but you have an opportunity of conception, okay? So I see a lot of blessings coming out for my Geminis. I do see opportunities of a lot of you guys finding out that there's pregnancy coming in for y'all. Some of y'all are at the end of y'all 2-week wait, and y'all should be getting these positives coming in. I can't wait to hear them, because if you don't know, Auntie is a big mama to the spirit babies, okay? We have a 943 right now. 943 sunflower babies. Stop playing with your girl. If you don't know me, please follow me on TikTok, the E5 Big Mama. You can find out who I am. But we are trying to get to 1,000 sunflower babies, and I'm trying to get y'all there. Speaking of that, we have some pregnancy readings coming out for y'all for all the elements very, very soon. Please look out for that too. Please put y'all notification buttons on, subscribe to the YouTube, so that way you can never miss out on the eventful times of spending time with Auntie and the readings that I give y'all, because your girl does the most and she gets nosy. Obviously, look how long we been taking. I've been talking to y'all for hours. Hey, come on. But yeah, so I love you guys so much. Sending so many blessings to my Geminis. I pray that all the things that have been spoken up on today, may they come into fruition. I can't wait to hear about all the love, all the beautiful things that y'all have coming in. I'll see y'all later.